Hi there, Virgo Libra. Welcome back. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. Excited to be back and do your reading. So this month, mid-August to mid-September, I'm going to be doing a multifaceted reading for you. I'm going to give you some overarching energies with the rider Waite. I'm going to give you some career and finance with the Tarot de Cristal. And I'll do a line for romance and relationship, and that'll be with the Japardize. I'm going to list all these decks in the description box, so you'll have it there for you. And I do shuffle in between these readings, so let's get going. Okay, so this is for Virgo Libra for overarching energy. We have, the Five of Wands. The Tower. Interesting, Leo Virgo just got the Tower in this exact same spot. Excuse me, and the Emperor. Interesting. I may have to clarify if you're dealing with an Emperor, literally that you're dealing with an Emperor type person, or that you're calling up your power and your boundaries and your structures and your game. Not 100% certain about that. So let me now pull a row for your career and finances. Leo Virgo, mid-August to mid-September. When you're watching this, it's perfect. Wow, interesting. I hope you're doing well. We haven't connected in a while. It's been a little bit here. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, that could be you, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, excuse me, the King of Swords, very interesting, kind of under the Emperor, so I'm starting to feel like you're dealing with someone. And the King of Pentacles. Wow, interesting. Two kings like that. Two energies. Let me think about that. I think at the bottom is the Moon. So also, let's just go ahead and pull the row for relationship. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. For Virgo Libra, relationship. And what's definitely interesting, just of note, besides my messy shuffling here, is that for your career players here, you have a Queen of Pentacles, and then you land the row with the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely somebody, here's what I'm feeling, there's definitely somebody in your midst at work who's there for a reason, who is, either a really positive partner or at times a really triggering partner. And I'm inclined to think that it's a triggering partner. In the area of romance and relationship, we have the Five of Ties, which is the Five of Cups, the Drowned, which is the Hanged Man, the Six of Ties, which is the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. And the bottom of this deck for relationship is Judgment. So let's read them in the different elements for your situation, just to kind of capture what's going on in the different areas of your life. I'm also going to go ahead and ahead of time pull two Mystic Moon oracles for the relationship. Okay, so let's go. So the overarching energy for you, Virgo Libra, is you definitely have some, I'm feeling like it's beyond banter, beyond like bantering, debate, that kind of thing. I feel like it's definitely some argument within yourself or with another that does a little bit of implosion here during this time. And it could be relationship, it could be in your personal life, but I'm getting the feeling it's more work related, because the relationship row here just doesn't really, I don't know that it really speaks to me of major tumultuous trials and tribulations here, you know? We'll see. But there's definitely something that is either an argument or a fight within yourself or a battle of figuring something out, that eventually something does happen either through conversation or circumstance that will bust things up. And it doesn't mean, you know, with the Tower that it busts things up in a negative way, because often the Tower can lead to a really good breakthrough. We can get some super breakthroughs and then rebuild, or sometimes, you know, if, even when you fight with somebody in your life, or whether it's personal work or whatever relationship, sometimes the honesty or the piercing of a veil or a mask or a mystique lets us get to the heart of a matter, and either we can rebuild together, or we're just more authentic to ourselves because we've needed to, you know, speak our truth or get to the heart of the matter or air something that hasn't been aired. So for you, Virgo Libra, I do feel the overarching energy in the next 4 weeks is a coming back to yourself, to your power, through something that needed to change, needed to break down and to break through. Relatedly, when it comes to career and finance, you definitely could be dealing with a pretty tough cookie here. You could be dealing with a classic emperor type, the King of Swords. What I'm feeling is this King of Swords, King of Pentacles is probably two sides of a person. I'm not feeling like there's so many, oh my goodness, like that there's like a million players here. I feel like this is two sides of the emperor, two sides of this person, that they have a, you know, a conscientious, hardworking leader, builder, you know, leader of events, communities, teams side to them. They also can be not as emotional. You know, a King of Swords / King of Pentacles combination person can be often all about work, all about just communicating point blank. You know, there's not a lot of emotional intelligence here. You have experienced this situation at work before, or with this particular character. You would like to come at this more positively. You'd like to bring your Queen of Pentacles, who knows how to like get work done, but do it in a emotionally intelligent way, in a connective and positive relationship sort of way. The Queen is commanding as she needs to be. Queen of Pentacles, she knows her craft, she knows her business. You could be an entrepreneur or starting something entrepreneurial, but you know, you do have a little bit of reflection here with the Six of Cups that, you know, you don't want to lose connections or relationships that you've invested something into. So, you know, despite the trial and tribulation in maybe the work area, and you definitely you've surfaced and survived a lot of it. And, you know, with the warrior card of the Nine of Wands, you keep coming back to fight the good fight. And I think that with your amount of understanding about people, relationships, and work, you've been able to maneuver pretty well around this personality, even though sometimes they shift gears, showing different, you know, sides of their, you know, commanding presence to you. And again, never with too much emotional intelligence, but they mean well, and I think you've maneuvered around them pretty well up to now. The question is, you know, where will it go from here? You know, what I think is an interesting thing is you have a Six of Cups here and a Six of Cups here. So part of you really wants to see the goodness and see the purity, whether it's in a relationship or at work in relationships. You kind of have this optimistic and tenacious, which is, you know, pretty Virgo Libra. You have an optimistic, positive, and fair and tenacious quality. No matter what you're pursuing, you're conflicted, and you know things deep down. You know things need to change, and you need to change it to get your power back, because maybe you've subjugated some of your power to this person, to this King of Swords / King of Pentacles type, but you've kind of had to. This is a series of events that had to occur for you to keep evolving and for you to become a better worker, better leader, a better, more confident, self-efficient person. So it's all had to happen. But it's not meaning to say that it hasn't been without its trials and tribulations. But it's your ability to evolve, grow, think expansively, think practically, and have, you know, this supportive, positive nature about you and stick-to-itness that you've been able to keep making good things happen out of this. The question is, you know, look, again, with the Tower as your top energy here, surrounded by kind of getting your power back or dealing with an emperor or all of this, it is what it is. You're going to have to deal with it. But ultimately, I think it's going to bring you your power back, your control back. So that's a really, really good thing, Virgo Libra. Whatever you go through this month, know that it's going to bring back from a career standpoint, and even from a relationship standpoint, and we'll talk about that. But it's going to bring back good connection, good growth for you. Okay, so in the relationship realm, there's definitely also like a big decision or a big judgment happening here, a big epiphany or a big awareness. So along with this Tower influence, you have the judgment influence in the area of relationship. And interestingly, you have the Sun right beneath that. You have the Three of Swords, so there may need to be some disappointment, but there's going to be a new start here. It's going to trigger something for you in a good way. There's going to be a good righting of the scales. There's going to be good judgment. It's not justice, but there's going to be a good decision. It may mean reuniting with somebody. You've got Six of Cups twice. It may mean revisiting a conversation or somebody that you have not spoken with in a while. You've been on a hold with the Hanged Man. But again, an epiphany could come out of this, a new awareness, a new insight. It's coming from a place of first the Five of Cups, which is, you know, in this particular deck, there's the woman in the midst of all these crypts, all these dead body crypts. But she's pregnant. So despite being kind of in the garden of death and that kind of thing, she stands there with a bouquet and is pregnant. Something new is coming. Just like in the traditional Five of Cups, there's 3 spilled and there's 2 remaining. So that's a beautiful thing. There could be an epiphany around that. There has been a waiting period. Somebody or you have put yourself aside into a waiting period. It's not that, I don't know, that you were ghosted. You might have purposely also isolated yourself. It could be mutual. But at the heart of things, you do have an innocent connection with this person that you're thinking about, Six of Cups. And, you know, part of you half the time would like to reach out or reconnect or wish things could be the way they were. For some of you, I really believe that there's a relationship on your mind from work that became a very important relationship to you. It could have been a boss, could have been a colleague, client, that became a really important person to you pivotally. Again, like I started in the beginning of the reading, it could have been kind of one of those karmic partner things that impacted you very deeply. And you do find yourself still thinking about that relationship and what there is to salvage or do, if there's anything for you to do, or if it's just really time. Queen of Swords, which is the Queen of the Winds in this Japardize deck. Is it just time to really, you know, realize it's time to cut what's not working? We are in that period. We are in that period with Venus in Cancer, getting in touch with our feelings and what really serves us at an emotional level. And you may be making that decision. So gaining a little more clarity. I love it. Gaining more clarity with these Mystic Moon oracles. We have mirroring. So yes, that's like a karmic situation where what you're going through, this person is going through, and we have new direction. With the sun shining bright. So a judgment coming down, a big decision, maybe going in a new direction that's going to really serve you, really brighten up your life, move past your past or former hurt, and and really consider a new direction that's just going to bring you greater fulfillment, greater joy, and greater ease. That's what's coming up for you, Virgo Libra. So that's pretty amazing. It looks like you are going to have to wrestle with some things. There could be some breakthroughs, breakdowns to break through. You've hung in there a pretty long time. You've been trying to give people benefit of the doubt, both at work, and I believe personally you have a nostalgia side of you that's looking on the positive, continually trying to look on the positive, but you have good things coming. You have good things coming with the Judgment and the Sun. And this is with a really important connection, both at work and personally. Could be two separate people that you're dealing with and moving through. It could be, or it could be there's just an important one that maybe somebody you came to know through work, but became an important, very important relationship to you personally. So I wish you a lot of good luck with this. And please like and share. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. I do appreciate you. And yeah, comment please. Let me know how this resonates for you. And I will see you soon. Take care.